One of our favorite sponsors is back with us, Sunset Lake CBD.
Yeah.
If you're looking for CBD that actually does what CBD is supposed to do, look no further than our friends over at Sunset Lake.
Let me break it down.
Break it down, Mel.
They're sustainably farmed, meaning they avoid pesticides and use sustainable farming practices to preserve the land for future generations. 1. 2, farm to table. They ship the CBD products straight from their door in Vermont directly to your door wherever you're at.
Now that's cool.
And third party tested. They test everything with a third party to ensure quality, dosage, and safety.
You got to go over and check out sunsetlakecbd.com. They have so many products. Break it down for them, Apple.
Well, they've got some new stuff going on. Like they always had pre-rolls, but now they got really cool packaging for it. And you can get CBD pre-roll flights of all their flavors. You can get the heavy hitter flight that also throws in some of their Keef blunts. They have a new CBD recovery body lotion.
I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other?
The other one with arnica.
The extra strength muscle rub, 3,000 milligram with 5% lidocaine.
So look,
Oh, yeah,
if you're
lidocaine.
sore, this is the stuff you want to rub on your body to make those aches and pains go away. They even have CBD infused coffee, so you can have coffee without the little jitter that you get from caffeine, and you have it in the morning and you start your day off right. Your body feels lubricated. You're going to sleep good.
Yeah, and also they have, if you kind of forget to reorder, they've got subscriptions.
And they're giving the No Simple Road family 20% off.
20% off.
Put
with
in the promo code NSR20 when you're checking out at sunsetlakecbd.com. You're going to get 20% off your entire order.
NSR20.
And don't forget those cute little gummy bears.
That's right. sunsetlakecbd.com, one of our favorite sponsors, is back.
Why can't every day be like this? No Simple Road. Yeah, no, I've been on that road too.
And there is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night. And if you go, no one may follow. That path is for
Is everybody in?
Ready.
Is
Ceremony.
everybody in?
Ceremony.
The podcast is about to be. No, it actually already started. Hey, now it's Aaron. No Simple Road family. What's up?
It's Apple.
And it's Mel.
Welcome back to the No Simple Road Weekly Rewind, brought to you in collaboration with the Edible Beats.
Edible Beats!
Out of Denver, Colorado.
CO, baby.
If you are a fan of Root Down, Linger, L5, Ophelia's, or Beatbox Farm, or Vital Roots, check this out. You can support local, independent, and employee-owned hospitality this holiday season with their holiday gift card bonus buy-in. So the deal is, if you buy a gift card for any of their restaurants, for every $50 you spend, you get $10 back. They're serious. So go check them out on Instagram at Linger Denver. And we have other stuff.
Linger Denver is also doing some dope stuff. That's feeling naughty, so naughty that they're presenting Litmus rooftop holiday pop-up at Linger, launching on Wednesday, December 6th at 4:30. This is going to run all month from 12/6 through 12/31 every Wednesday through Sunday, 4:30 to 9. Join them for boozy AF bevs, cozy igloos, 2 mini lights, decorations that slay, and Christmas mug shots.
Just the roof at Linger is dope all by itself. I would love to go party and hang out up there at Christmas time with lights and igloos.
And igloos.
Yeah.
Well, have you guys heard of Beatbox Farm?
No.
So it is a 320 square foot vertical hydroponic farm housed in an upcycled shipping container. And they grow food 365 days a year.
Whoa.
It's behind Vital Root in Denver, and they do it to invest in a sustainable, self-contained, and organic farm.
Wow.
Isn't that rad? And then this is my favorite part. That's why I wanted to read it. By filtering and recycling water, Farmbox Foods' patented vertical hydroponic system uses 99% less water than traditional farms. And there's no pesticides, insecticides, or fertilizers.
Or incesticide.
Yeah, whatever that is.
That sounds
Getting rid
bad.
of the
And they
incest
don't
over there.
contribute to groundwater contamination.
That's dope.
See,
This is why we love the edible beets.
that's what I was going to say. When we always say, if you want to check out something cool and find it, this
That's
is the kind of stuff we're talking about.
yeah.
And last but not least, they're doing the final finale of their Chef Throwdown over at Ophelia's. You have to make a reservation to go over there, but the show itself is free. So you go check out the think like Chopped. That's what they're doing, but with really amazing chefs from all over the Denver area. And the finale is tomorrow, I think,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah.
The 5th.
Yep, the 5th.
So
That's
you can
exciting.
go over to the Ophelia's website and RSVP your spot for that if there's any still open. And that is the Edible Beats, and who is collaborating with us in this episode of
No
the
Simple,
No Simple Road.
Road.
Weekly Rewind. So we are, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days away from the No
Ooh.
Simple Road holiday get down at the Get Down.
Yay, I'm excited.
If you are just tuning in for the first time or crawled out from under a rock, don't go on Instagram or Facebook. And this is the first time you're hearing of this. No Simple Road's throwing a holiday party, man.
Woo!
We have members of World's Finest, Bodie Mojo, Sponge, Garcia Birthday Band,
Family Mystic.
Family Mystic, and Lost Ox joining us for a night of music and conversation and fun. And we're doing a raffle to benefit one of the lovely members of our community that's having a time of it. And it's a benefit for her and a party for us and you and a get down.
That's it. It's going to be beneficial to everyone.
Yes, it will be.
It's going to make you
It's
feel
going to
good.
be fun.
Tickets are available at thegetdownpdx.com or at nosimpleroad.com. And they are still available. We would love if this thing sold out. So if you haven't gotten your tickets and you've been on the fence and you're like, oh, I'll just go get them at the show, don't do that because they're $5 more expensive when you do that.
Well, I think they are right now. I think they sold out of the tier, the $15 tier, and they are at $20.
No, but they go to 25 the day of
Oh,
show.
yeah.
And so
And you don't want to be stuck
you don't
on the
wanna do that.
fence. You show up thinking you're getting a ticket, it's sold out, and then you're stuck on the fence. That's
Outside.
nowhere to be.
with your finger in the air and the fence in your butt.
I'm saying, damn, I should have bought those tickets early.
So, Mel,
Yes. Yeah, they're $20 right now.
Yeah.
I just wanted to double check that.
A little 2020.
Mel,
Yes.
where are you getting ready to go?
What?
I don't know if
What?
anybody
Mel's
wants to hear
leaving?
about this. No, I'm going to go pick up Jasper.
Oh.
Woo, Jasper.
You're not excited or anything.
Yeah,
are
you looking forward to this or what?
I am thrilled to
So-
the gills.
So wait, you're going to pick him up. What do you mean?
So Sydney and Adam are going to go be cute and go do some fun yoga teacher training out in
Yogurt teacher.
yoga.
Oh.
Well, maybe there's going to be some yogurt.
I bet there'll be
There'll
yogurt.
probably be
I'd
yogurt
go
there.
to yogurt teacher training.
So they're going to do a teacher training out in Costa Rica and some surfing and yoga and mom and dad time together. And then Jasper gets to come home with Nunu and come hang out with Grandpa and Uncle Apple and Cousin Ryder and Darwin. And we're going to have the time of our life.
How long is he staying for? Because I love it. At first he started, he's like, I'm staying with you 9 days, 10, 11, 12. It just kept getting.
It did keep going. He's going to be here from, I get back on the 6th. He's going to be here until
At least-
minimum the 20th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Minimum. So he's going to be
spending
here
part of
for
the most of the
couple
month.
weeks.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to be here for a couple weeks, and he may be here for Christmas, but I'm not going to put that pressure on our baby. But I am so excited because
I'm pretty damn excited to see him too.
I get to fly in. My mom's there for one day, then she flies home the next day. Then I get to spend time with my mom, my daughter, Jasper, come home, and then go to the get down. The friggin' I'm excited. I'm nervous.
Why are you, are you nervous?
Nervous?
Nerve-sided.
Are you nerve-sided?
I
Excited?
have some nervous energy going on. And
Really?
Right?
Like getting in preparation for it now because we're like
Wow.
planning some things and like working on things. It's like real now. In fact, I need to bust out
Exactly.
some other stuff. Never mind.
So before we did the live podcast with Frasco at Ophelia's, the weeks leading up to it, I was okay, and then about a week before, I was started being like, oh shit, and I was pretty nervous.
For some reason,
I'm so chill about this one.
I feel like reversed about that. I feel like Colorado, it's not our hometown. So we did know people for sure that were going to be there. I don't know. Like, even though Andy Frasco, it just didn't feel the same to me now. I think maybe it's because
you have to give people context. They didn't have our conversation yesterday.
You're right. So
Mel just assumes you guys were with us.
Yeah, you guys, I feel like you're in my head already, and sometimes I just keep going. But
it was last night we talked about it.
No, well, okay, then bring them up to speed.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because you don't know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Got it.
I like that. That was a good pass the buck.
So we were talking about it yesterday, and I said to Mel what I just said to all of you. I was like, I'm not feeling nervous about this one because we're at home. It's our folks. This is going to be all of our friends, the No Simple Road family. This is our community. Like, when we went and did the one with Frasco, it was at Ophelia's. I'd never been to the venue before. Frasco was going to be there. His whole entourage of folks was there. And it was just a different thing. It felt more foreign.
Yeah.
I've been to the Get Down before. I know what's going on there.
I guess I just feel like because it's at home, I feel more nervous. If I'm at somewhere else, who cares? Nobody knows me. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, great. Now I'm nervous.
But like at home, and then if we don't have Frasco to be behind us. It's us the whole time. So it's, our show, we have a lot of moving parts to the show. So there's, I'm excited about it and I can't wait for it, but it's a little nerve wracking.
That's where I'm at. Now, I wouldn't say like nerve wracking. I'm just, it's almost here. So I want it to be like tomorrow. I want to hurry up and do it and have the fun. And like time flies so fast. We've been talking about this for a little while, and now it's like here. And now it's like
that's true.
It's like the kid waiting to open up the Christmas presents. It's
Two more days, Jimmy.
Can I open one tonight?
No.
Like, no, it's not Christmas yet.
I think nerves are a good indicator that you care about something.
Yeah.
And like
Just trying to say I don't care.
I know
Maybe.
you care.
Your flippant attitude, like
Whatever. We're home.
Whatever.
I've been to the Get Down already.
Yeah, I've done this.
No. I'm just excited and I'm nervous, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No. It's just a trip. Usually, I'm the one that's over my skis with stuff and all.
me and Mel are both like,
yeah,
giddy, and you're just like, what?
Oh shit! No,
Run on. I'm ready.
Yeah,
It's not that, like, I already know it's going to be great. It has nothing to do with like that. It's just the literal doing of it. You know what I mean? I don't feel like,
It's
oh my
exciting.
God,
It's very
talking
totally
in front of
excited.
people, or what if my costume, like, I don't feel anything like that. It's just,
Are you wearing a costume?
no.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
well, I might.
There are
I'm going to do an outfit
costumes
change.
involved.
I'm going to do an outfit change. I will say that.
Okay. All right. I guess there's some things that I need to know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, like you said, there's a lot of moving parts. and
Yeah,
things,
there's a lot of moving
and-
parts.
But it is all our people.
Yes.
Like it's not gonna be like walking out in front of a crowd of strangers like we did at Ophelia's. We didn't know that
Yeah.
many people. This is gonna be walking out and seeing all our friends.
Well, and at Ophelia's, I had, a few people that were kind of my anchors because, I wasn't born on stage. That's not natural for me. So it's not, I don't feel automatically comfortable. It takes a minute. I just do it regardless. That's the one thing that's good about me is that, like, I'll just do it no matter.
What's the alternative?
Well, I mean, just without all the hemming and hawing. No, without all the hemming and hawing, like,
Has
like
anybody
this-
seen Mel? It's time to go on.
she's hemming and hawing
She's in the
backstage.
car, hemming and hawing. There's Mel. Hem, haw.
Little hem, little haw.
No, I just feel like because there's going to be more, faces that we know, it'll be a little bit easier to anchor down to like our friendly faces that we're at,
Yep. I was saying to Mel yesterday, I was like, this is the first time in 6.5 years that we have been on stage in Portland in front of our community.
Portland,
Yeah.
Portland.
And so I'm stoked about that.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a first for us.
Yeah, all those people have helped build the foundation of No Simple Road. And this is the opportunity to finally get to all boogie together. Like we see people at shows, but not all these people are all together at every show. It's bits and pieces, you know?
Yeah, and the group that has come together because of it, I'm really excited to see that. Like that part is, I'm just
the musical side of this.
Absolutely. The musical side and just their collaboration and what they came up with, their ideas. Shout out Jack. Thank you so much for coordinating the rehearsals and taking up that part of the show as far as like getting everybody together and the ideas. So thank you, Jack McGrain. We love you. And we're excited.
Yeah. Very, very, very excited. Last week on the Rewind, we talked a little bit about like what the holidays mean for us. And did we talk about Flounch at all?
Yeah. We discussed Flounch because last week was when Jack was here. And we explained Flounch to Jack and everybody. And
so I was thinking today, like, I watched, I think it might have been something on YouTube or whatever. And it was talking about how the like social zeitgeist is the thing that teaches you from the time you're a little kid what's important and what's not, like family or what holidays mean, all comes from social stuff. Comes from being at school and having them make you draw Christmas trees and Santa Claus and your parents telling you that holidays time is for family. And that was kind of the idea behind Flounch. So funny that that's the name of it. But that was kind of the idea behind it, was like trying to take that back a little bit and make up our own holiday. And what it was a joke at the time and not. But if you could like create a holiday, Mel, what would it have in it and why?
You can't do these questions.
Sure I can.
No, because
how
you
am I
have
supposed
like
to
all
ask
the
a question. That was an inside joke from yesterday.
No, you got to tell them about that joke because it's the funniest shit.
We're driving and Mel
ever.
goes, we're in a parking lot, crowded mall parking lot.
We were driving out. We weren't even like in traffic. Like
anyway,
it was just a busy shopping
and she's
center.
like, what do you want out of life? And I just like sat there for a second. And I was like, how can you ask me questions like that and expect an immediate answer?
And I said, I didn't expect an immediate answer. And he was like, well, you have to ask it. You can't ask me questions like that. I was like, well, when am I supposed to ask you?
How am I supposed to ask you questions then?
Because he was like,
oh, shit,
he's
right.
like, you can't ask me questions like that. And I was like, well, when can I ask you questions
I need
like
time
that?
to come up with an answer for something like that.
I only say that because you already clearly have thought about this.
I have not. Honest to God. I thought about it from the time I was pouring my coffee to walking down here. I was like, ooh, that's a good question.
So what are the
one more time, a holiday with, and then what was
whatever
the rest?
you want.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah, like
creating a new holiday that doesn't exist.
This is your holiday. You're going to create it.
Okay.
Why are you creating
Okay.
it? What's it about? And what are the pieces of it?
I got it.
Okay.
It's called Friendship Day.
See,
Friendship
awesome.
Day is worldwide. It's not an American holiday. It's worldwide, and it is the time where you appreciate not only your good friends, but your friends that you may not see all the time. And it's not about presents, but you can give presents. It's more about cards and sharing, like telling them.
Like the conch?
Yes, exactly like the conch. So it's like either you get a card or a postcard or a little voice memo or something cute to let them know what your friendship mean or what their friendship means to you.
So on Friendship Day,
yes,
people all over the world would be getting phone calls and voicemails and texts from people saying, you know, I'm glad you're my friend. You make me feel great. You're awesome and I appreciate you or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
That's
And is there a season or is it just one day?
No, it's not a season because we have other holidays to get to. But I would say like during, say, the month of May, because it's kind of cute during May. It's Mother's Day, blah, blah, blah. But May would be the time to get your cards out. And like you've got like I don't know how many days are in May, 30 or 31. However many days are in May.
The days.
I should know
So
that.
it's
That's when
like,
my birthday
say
is.
it's like May, 21st. And then
May 31st. There's 31.
well, so but May 21st would be the Friendship Day.
Okay.
But May, you would spend the month prepping and send out all your stuff, but it's acceptable all the time in May. You could do it May 15th. You can do it May 10th.
Is it acceptable to buy a gift for your friend?
No, because this is not. We don't want to
Commercialize it.
Yeah, we're not
Okay.
trying to do anything like this. Why I said cards or postcards or even just like a written hand note. It can be sneaky too. You don't have to put your name on. You could just put something underneath someone's doorstep and run away, and maybe in their cubicle at work, in the fridge with their lunch or something like that.
That's cool.
You can just like leave
like Friendship Day.
secret, cute messages, and you don't need to be acknowledged. You're just thanking somebody. You don't need to be like, you're welcome for the card. No, you just let them know that you appreciate them, and that's the end of the story.
So it's like Valentine's Day, but for friends.
Yeah, but
Minus the candy
Valentine's
and
Day,
bullshit.
exactly. You got to buy candy. You're expecting to have sex, like all these different things, and you don't want to do that. It's just like
No
thank
expectations.
Not with your
you.
friends.
No expectations. Some people do.
I
Hey,
was gonna
friends
say,
with
yeah,
bennies.
Yeah,
That's true.
There's
Friends
a
with
lot of
bennies.
different friendships
Okay.
out there.
So yeah, this is not about courting. It's not about gifts. It's about the actual telling of somebody how important their friendship has been to you over your friendship life.
Okay. I like it. I like
and you wear
Friendship Day.
cute stuff.
Friendship.
You can wear
Oh,
cute
yeah,
stuff.
you got to throw that in there.
You got to wear a
Gotta
cute outfit if you
stuff.
feel like
You
it.
can't just be ho hum about
Yeah,
it.
no, you can't just like phone that one
Even
in.
the sneaky thing, you got to have like some kind of like
Sneaky
glitter
thing.
on. Like if you're going to sneak a little note or something,
Oh, okay.
you got to have like some like fringe or glitter or some kind of cowboy hat or whatever.
Wow,
Yeah.
y'all better get ready.
Yeah,
Friendship Day's
let's go.
coming. You don't want to be
The
caught
only,
with your pants down.
the only person that'll know is you.
Yeah.
Friendship Day. Oh,
All right, May
you
12th
forgot.
or May 21st, I mean.
All right. So mark your calendars, everybody.
May's a
May
good time.
21st is now Friendship Day. and you have to wear something cute and send your friends a postcard or an email or a text and tell them that they're important to you.
Why they're important to you.
Why?
Good.
Not just you're important.
Hi, you're important. I love
Dumb. No.
you. No? Okay.
No.
You're important to me because you always make me feel good and you
Encourage
told me
me.
that my shoes were cool on Friday.
There you go.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay. I get Friendship Day.
And remember, dress cute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Apple.
Thank you, Apple, for remembering that.
Well, yeah, that was important. That
It
was like
is.
came in at the end, and
Yeah,
that makes it like
does.
you got to be cute about it.
You got to be cute about it. See, Apple understands.
Oh man, that's a tough one too. I like Mel's friendship one, but I would start by dropping it in June. There are no
Okay.
holidays in June.
Oh,
Every other
nice,
month has
Apple.
a holiday, except for January has President's Day, but that's not really.
And it has Martin Luther King Day too.
Okay, and Martin Luther King Day, but June doesn't have anything there, so it would be June.
Juneteenth.
And I.
Oh yeah, that's right. Juneteenth.
Huh?
Juneteenth.
That's fresh.
Well,
off the
okay,
press.
I'm thinking a holiday like you celebratory.
Groundhog Day.
Oh my God! Stop it.
It's-
Groundhog's Day in
I'm just kidding.
February.
I'm just
He's
kidding.
trying to harsh your groove. He asked you to speak, and
I
then
know,
he's
I'm
talking
fucking-
over you.
Yeah,
fucking with
forget it. My day's canceled.
Yep, it's
it's the shut the fuck up Aaron Day, and it takes place. It takes place all through June, and nobody is allowed to talk to Aaron, and
Dope.
and we all give each other gifts, but Aaron gets nothing.
He's got to watch us
And
open it.
all of us get the month off, but Aaron has to work doubly hard.
Fuck you.
Cover everybody's shit.
moving.
No, I was thinking like in the groove of before Mel said friendship, I was thinking like a family thing. Like we always talk about, so many people talk about, and a lot of people do it, of like it would be like camping weekend.
Ooh.
And you have, and for the first thing with camping weekend, it'd be like a Monday, so you'd have a 3-day weekend, and the only thing not allowed at all is electronics.
Oh.
No phones, no computers, no, like you have to shut off technology. That's not allowed for the whole time. So everybody gets
Wow.
together more. And if you don't go camping, you just you camp outside. You go out in your yard and you set up
What if you live in an
a
apartment?
campground. Then
You could camp
you
in the
could build
park.
you could build a fort.
Yeah. Fort.
You can
Hell
build a
yeah.
fort in the house, like a tent sheet fort, like we used to do
I
when we were
love
kids
that.
all the time. You just have to shut off all electronics, TV, everything. The only thing allowed is music.
What about a stove?
You can play music. Well, yeah, for cooking and stuff. Just no no social media, no getting on the computer,
Yeah, it's
no
not like
TV.
it's not like Shabbos.
no TV, no video
Yes.
game, none of that type of stuff. Just you have to entertain each
I
other.
love this.
And it's your closest found family or family, and that's pretty much it.
Would they
You can
would
go?
during camping weekend? Would it be allowed camping in public parks and public spaces?
If that's what you felt like doing?
Yeah,
And
like if
could-
you because if there's a lot of people in the city, like here, the campgrounds would be
if
crowded.
everybody went
Yeah.
camping, well, that's why I was adding it, even in your backyard.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
also
that's
camping's
cute.
expensive, but shut everything down. No gifts whatsoever.
Yes.
This would be a giftless thing. It's the gift is spending time with each other. And then you just hang out. You'd have an extra 3-day weekend in June. The only thing we'd have to worry about is what festivals. things
No,
are
there would be
popping
no
up in
festivals
June.
Yeah, 'cause
during
it's-
camp because it would fall during camping week. They wouldn't. They
exactly.
wouldn't.
No,
Can't
that's
do it.
true. They wouldn't book it.
No.
Yeah.
No,
it's
camping
important.
week.
I like that. Yeah, that's built into it. Like they know,
Yeah.
you can't announce.
Come on, man.
a
Like, sorry,
fucking-
good weather, June. You have to.
Yeah, all the bands you need to take the weekend off too and hang out with your family.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, Apple.
Found family or
Yeah,
Otherwise.
whatever. Yeah,
Whatever you
your,
call family.
Your family is.
because for some people, like going and camping with their real family doesn't sound like a party.
No. In that case, it's like you said, if you're in an apartment and you just got one person, then you make a fucking cool fort and turn everything off and enjoy each other's company.
Listen to some music.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I like that.
I like
holiday.
things where you're not allowed to do technology. You can only do the radio. I love that. That's
I'm
my
doing
favorite.
Technology Day.
Ew,
where
I hate
you
it.
have to. No, I'm just kidding.
You have to be on all platforms all at the same
You're
time.
not allowed to talk to anybody else. You have to stare at a screen all day.
No Visine.
That's right.
Are you allowed to communicate through text?
Yeah, that's it. That's the
Okay.
only way. No. Well, you guys have the friend and family and friend things covered.
You can still build on it.
Yeah, but
Yours might be better.
No.
Your enemy day. You must hang out with your
Yeah.
foe
Hey,
and your nemesis.
You
That
know
would be
what? That would
kinda
probably
cool.
stop a lot of problems.
That would be cool.
I think I'm going to do Boogie Week.
Okay.
Boogie.
What does that
Yeah,
mean?
Boogie Week.
Hey.
You don't have to work. Everybody's off
A whole week.
the whole week.
I already
Dang.
like this.
Yeah. And it's paid.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Okay. And in every major city, there's music from sun up till 3 a.m. downtown.
Hell yeah.
And
So
it's
just a week long
festival.
festival.
But in the city, every city.
yeah.
So think Portland's Boogie Week would be different than LA's Boogie Week, would be different than New York's Boogie Week. And people would over time, they would develop their own flavor of Boogie Week.
Oh, okay. So it'd be different weeks.
No.
different
No, it's the same week,
Oh, okay.
but it
Okay.
would be different. Different
each
music
city. Yes,
in each
that
city.
may- yeah.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Keep up.
All right. I'm trying to learn here.
And
Yeah.
over time, people would want to go to different cities to see their Boogie Week. Oh, dude, New Orleans, you haven't been down there for Boogie Week. It's fucking crazy. Or you haven't been to
Ooh, you could even have a Boogie Week passport that you get stamped
Oh, hell
as you
yeah.
travel around to different cities and get your passport stamped for New
I
Orleans.
love that.
and
Portland.
if you get them all, if you've been to every Boogie Week, then you don't have to pay to go to any Boogie Week anymore.
then it becomes free Boogie Week.
Yeah, and then you're just in.
You're like,
You're what do they call it? I can't think of the word for it. Anyway, you're in charge.
you're in charge. Okay.
I
like that. I can't think of the word for it. You're in charge.
yeah, whatever. And then also along with the music, all the restaurants would set up like food carts down in the area where the music is
where the
happening.
boogie week is
So
going on.
Yeah, so it's like music and food. You're off work. Everybody's off in the whole city. It's just the whole city has a gigantic party for an entire week.
Except for the bands in the restaurant.
Yeah, then they got
they got to work.
Yeah, but I mean, just think the bands that are playing aren't going to play all 7 days. You know,
No, they're going to be enjoying the festivities too throughout.
See, I think we could change the world.
I like
just the
that.
3 of us. Why don't they put us in charge?
Who's they?
Do you want to get into that on this show, Mel? Really?
I mean,
Who
I don't.
are
we've
they?
been really good about not getting
No,
into it.
I'm not going there today.
We're not going to dissect who they are.
No, we all know they're lizard people. It's fine.
Lizard peoples. Lizard peoples.
Yeah, man. I really feel like we have all been told what holidays are. The holidays that we celebrate don't even fucking make sense for most of us.
Well, some of them do, like you were saying, like Martin Luther King Day and like
No, I'm talking
President's
about
Day
the
and
big ones.
the ones that we literally made are the ones
like-
that kind of matter. The ones that have been like universal. Those are the ones
I mean,
that have been.
if you go back and like really dig into the origin of Christmas or the origin of Easter
or Hanukkah.
Well, Hanukkah actually hasn't been co-opted like that, but they were pagan holidays that were co-opted by the church to make them more palatable for everybody, and a time for people to bring more money into the church. Yeah, that's what it boils down to.
I thought we weren't going to get into all that. Stuff
Well,
on it.
this isn't who they are. I'm not talking about who they are. So
This is how the holidays began.
yeah, and
So then, how come you're okay with celebrating it still? If you feel like you have that knowledge,
I'm getting there, and it's just what we've done, right? Like we talked last week about how we feel at the holidays, and the way the way it makes us feel, and it becomes a tradition, right? The air quotes meaning of Christmas or Hanukkah for me actually has nothing to do with any of that, right? I'm not celebrating the birth of Jesus. I'm definitely not, I'm not even celebrating a miracle of 8 nights of light in the temple. I'm celebrating my family and the people that I care about and
life
and another year. And you know what I mean? That's what it's come down to. But I think there's a lot of power in stopping and thinking about why we do the things that we do and what's behind it, and taking it back for ourselves.
it takes a dramatic shift to do something like that. And one person, if they're part of a family, can't do that alone.
You can do it. Absolutely, you can. You can
Deny gifts and
just
people
not
around you.
That's
Like,
not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about taking back the meaning of something for yourself. You can change what it means for you. Why do you do it? You can ask yourself that question, right? And if you don't like the answer, you can change the reason why you're doing it for yourself. I'm not saying, well, okay, fuck it, family. None of you are getting presents anymore because Christmas is bullshit.
Be the humbug.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like,
but you could do something that maybe not like that rude or dramatic, but you could be like, you know what, family, let's sit down. We're going to change this. And I bet you our family would be like, hell yeah, we've been waiting for this, Dad. We've been waiting for this. This is what I was talked about last week when you were asking me about like Christmas and stuff like that. And I was saying, you know, when we lived in Vegas, it was like more stressful versus now because of all of that. And like, I wish that we could change it. And that's when we brought up Flounch and all that. I think it's very apropos for this time. I mean, like in life, when things are changing so dramatically, this is a great time to update how and why you celebrate these holidays and what you do differently to celebrate them, you know?
What got me started thinking about this was like, the fabric of reality is tearing. Like everything, the world is fucking whack and crazy, and nothing makes sense. And the stuff that always has been is stupid. And
That's not true.
Yeah,
You're
for the
over-
most part, for the stuff that just always has been doesn't even make sense anymore. A lot of it. And it's like frayed edges on everything. And none of us stop to go, you know, why is that?
Well, I think we should personalize it because some people have.
Sure, but I'm talking about the majority of people out there. If you look around, the day-to-day is still happening as it always has. And you know what I mean? And so this thing is coming apart at the seams. And so why not take that opportunity, right, to make things the way that you want them to be instead of just relying on how it's always been.
Going along.
Yeah. I mean,
again, I will say this, it takes a lot more than just yourself. If you're single, absolutely, you can do whatever you want because your decisions are your own. They're not affecting so many people. If you're a couple, you've got your partner to consider. If you're a family, you've got your children and your spouse to consider. So it requires cooperation from whoever is in your life that affects you.
yeah,
You
for
know?
sure.
Like
yeah.
you could be like, you know what? I have thought about it, and you know what? I'm always in debt at Christmas. I'm buying presents that people don't even care about just to say that I bought them something. And I'm putting my foot down this year and I'm not doing that. I'm going to send everybody a card and tell them how I feel. And if I feel gifty, then I'll get something. And if I don't, I won't. You do that as a single person, it's fine. You do that as a mom of like 4 kids, and you're gonna freaking be boycotted. You know what I mean? Like, so you have to.
But as a mom, okay, that's fair.
You propose something new.
If exactly.
as a mom.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna go with it too. Like you have to really like, because Christmas is a family oriented, holiday. You can't make that solo decision if you've got a family,
right?
You got to kind of upgrade it and reimagine it with the people that you share it with.
I picture like a couple like us with 2 young kids, and we don't go to church. We don't believe in any of that. Like, that's not who we are. It's not what we do. And then
I wouldn't say any of it.
Well,
are you just generalizing it? And people are listening. That's why I'm giving you a hard time. People listen, and so
we don't believe in any of that shit.
We don't go to church.
No, I don't believe in any of that shit. I'm going to say that straight up. That's not general. That's the truth. I don't go to church. I don't buy into the Jesus myth. I'm not part of that. So no, I don't believe in that. So a family like that has 2 kids and they're celebrating Christmas. And then those kids, it's like cognitive dissonance almost. Those kids are like, well, wait a minute. Mom and dad don't go to church and they don't believe in Jesus, but we celebrate Christmas. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, that's just what everybody does.
And that's been like that for a while, because I know that never really existed throughout my 54 years. This will be my 54th Christmas. It was never had anything to do with religion or anything. Other than as a little kid, like grandma and grandpa went to church and we'd go to their house on the night before Christmas,
right.
But it would never had that connotation of the religion thing.
Yeah.
It was always the more commercial thing of Rudolph and Santa and all the cartoons and all that part of it is what I know.
But what if that mom and the dad and the kids all sat down together and they were like, okay, this time of year is holiday time. Let's make this holiday about whatever we want to make it about. We're going to, I don't know. Give me an example of something that you could make it about.
Fishmas.
Okay.
Oh.
What else, Mel?
Helping people less fortunate. That's always been supposed to be something when you are involved in the church, where they put together boxes and send them. And like, the thing is that a lot of people, religion or not, church or not, Jesus myth or not, they do things like that. And so it's up to, like, you know, buy extra presents for people who don't have it, or invite the solo coworker who's not married to Christmas dinner. It's just a matter of, you know, the person or the family to update and start implementing something like that.
And if we all started doing that, like if the majority of folks out there started doing that, do you think that it would implode the Christmas system?
Oh yeah, I mean, if enough did, with the strong, you know, if enough did, it would take the majority to do that.
But you're forgetting the people that do believe in Christmas.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not.
That's a real thing. People believe that. Jesus, was he a person or not? And if you think that he was, then there's a whole thing out there, a whole reason why you would be celebrating. And for me, Christmas was a part, or church was a part of it. We had to go to, you know, church and get dressed up and like go do the, you know, midnight mass and all that stuff. Like, we didn't do it for long because I was a young mom and kind of ran away and did our stuff.
Didn't go to church.
But when we were little, that was a big part of it, you know? And so I think what you're talking about is there's a huge portion of the world that do believe in Jesus and go to church and are sweethearts and feed the hungry and
I'm not talking
give
about
all
that.
that. And then there's the other half that have, you know, kind of co-opted it and created some kind of commercialism that is barely recognizable to what the real meaning is. And it doesn't mean that that first meaning is wrong. It just means that that other half that's like gone off the deep end, they need to come back.
I mean, yeah.
Think about that. Like, because you're just trying to say, like, let's get it back to what it was supposed to be originally, basically, minus the religion.
Yeah, I mean, what it was supposed to be originally.
It's a celebration of
the light returning, because the winter solstice is the longest night of the year.
So that's it. It's period. It's celebration. That's really what it is.
Yeah,
and however you do that, whether it's like, let's, you know, feast, or here's something that I appreciate you, like here's a gift, but it's about celebrating.
And I think just having a conversation like this and thinking about it even is a big deal, because we just, I myself included, we just do stuff some of the time because that's the way it is.
Yeah, it's the schedule.
It's
things.
Christmas time.
It's bold to do something that's against the herd. It's very bold. And again, like, I'm going to stick to this. If you're talking about changing something that dramatic, you have to have people on your side. You cannot do it on your own.
Oh yeah, I 1,000% agree with that. If I was just like, even now, our kids are gone from the house.
Well, and Sydney, even like, I asked her, I was like, hey, Sid, what do you and Adam want? And she was like, nothing. Like, she straight up was like, nothing. And then she like threw something like, oh, kitchen knives. That
makes you think of something.
What does that have to do with Christmas and celebrate? Like, kitchen knives has nothing to do with anything.
I'll buy them kitchen knives tomorrow
or
August.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's part of the pressure it gets put on us, because I think I know most of us in this house hate being asked that question. What do you want? What do you want as a gift? It's like,
a gift is a gift.
I don't want
you
for nothing.
Give me something you think I'll like.
Yeah.
How about that? Or not.
Because then you do come up with things like that, like a kitchen utensil or something. Like oh, I'm under pressure. I need a football.
No, you
wait,
don't.
no, I don't. I'm not even gonna go out and throw the football around.
I think
It's
just
raining.
My thing, aside from changing it and all that, the one thing I would amend, you know, is the gift giving aspect. And that's why I was like, my whole friendship day, like it's about sharing and telling people how awesome they are, or spending like Apple's, family thing is like time together. Like we're seeing each other. How has your year been? What has your month been like? I didn't even know you got a promotion. Holy cow, your son moved out. Like these are all these incredible things that you could like sit and talk, with your family. And think about this. Once you move out and you move away, say like, like us, we are from Vegas.
We live in a different state.
We moved to Portland. My aunts and uncles don't know anything about what's been going on over these last years. It's very short updates like, oh yeah, we're going here. They don't know. But if we were able to sit down and have a chat and talk, that's going to be more deep than anything that I could give them. Here's a mug with hot cocoa in it. Like, so what?
Well, I kind of like hot cocoa.
Well, I like where you're going. Like we could take our
no matter what.
We could take all three of our like holidays and we'll just take over December, and it'd be like friendship, family, boogie week.
Fuck yeah.
But we just take away the consumer, but the gifts and everything, because it is fun to decorate and things.
It is totally fun to decorate.
But you just don't go buy the shit from the store.
Ooh, I love that.
That's what Mel did.
No gifts. I could still be Santa, but Santa shows up with nothing for anybody.
He comes with a book
it just
to
shows up
read
to
or
make
something.
people smile and be jolly and have fun.
So Santa shows up with weed.
Yeah. How about that? Yeah, Santa Claus. No, but that's, I mean, that the consumer end of it is all the money spent on all those lights and all.
The sad thing is this, Apple, is that it could be cool to give somebody something when you're not asking them, hey, what do you want? You were at the store one day and you're like, oh my God, Apple totally was talking about having one of these cool little freaking, cuckoo clocks, and it's on sale and like the store's closing. I'm going to get that for him. That's not consumerism. That's different. That's thoughtful.
That's not buying him a set of knives.
And that's also something that we kind of do in this household too. We've come to that decision a while ago. Was it last Christmas or Christmas? It's like enough tchotchkes.
I think it was 2 Christmases
for everybody.
ago.
And then, you try to stay away from that, but you end up seeing things. But like for Mel's birthday, I could not think of anything to get her for her birthday. I just at that time saw nothing that was like I want to get this for Mel. And she's like, you do that stuff. We all do that stuff for each other all year round. Yeah. So it doesn't matter that pressure of that one day. Forget about it. I love that we kind of do that here because we hook each other up all the time. Yeah. Not just with gifts, but in taking care of each other and filling in for each other when we need to,
hey man,
I got you covered. I'll do that.
That's something we haven't even that's a gift that you can give somebody.
Apple gave me the gift of cleanliness for my birthday and it was so amazing.
Finally,
because he did it that day, and then through the week he kind of kept doing it, and so it felt like a continual like cleaning
Cobbleton
gift.
Was on point for Mel's birthday,
and it was freaking dope. I don't care about a scarf I didn't get from Apple. I don't even know about it. You know what I mean? I don't.
And in return, not that I wanted anything in return, but in return, I did receive like your happiness, your smile. That put a bigger smile on your face for a longer time than if I would have given you a gift.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, cool, put it away, and then on.
Well, don't get me wrong. All this non-gift talking, I like gifts.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying I don't like gifts.
We love gifts. We have a gift table. Yeah. Just put the gifts over here.
I just want to throw that out there because I know people like gifts. Giving and receiving is super, super fun. And I think that maybe we're just talking about it from our perspective as we get older and we see like, just like the myriad of like random toys at the store, just like for what for who and for what, an hour, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna love it for an hour or two and that's it.
Well, like also like I was talking about, when you see society kind of falling apart, and that's the time when something's like coming apart, you can take those pieces and put it back together how you want it. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking societally, we're going to change. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just in our house.
Well, yeah, that's how they say.
Or even in your own head. Like, I'm just going to change how I see this.
Well, like the changing the world where you're at, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
One person literally can change the world because when they, you know, there's a wife, she decides to change. She brings that change to her husband. The husband changes along with her. Now the husband's friend is in that. Now the husband's friend's wife is in that. You know what I mean? Like these ripples legit go out depending on how serious you are about it.
And I'm all for, like, if at Christmas time and you're, you know, you have somebody that's important to you and you want to hook them up with something because they've done you right all year and taken care of you and helped you out, and or even they didn't do shit for you. You love them. They're your friend or your whatever. And you want to, like, hey, I got you this because you're important to me and I wanted to give you something to show you.
Maybe that's what needs to happen. Forget all the don't give gifts. Give gifts, but when you give them the sweet I love you, and I was thinking about you, and I wanted your butt in some fuzzy new pajamas, so here's that gift, and I love you. You know what I mean?
So wait a minute. Okay. So you know how we do the conch.
Yeah. I'm still not saying conch. I'm saying conch. That's the name of it.
So
Yeah, like conch.
Thank you, Apple.
Conch. That's like conch somebody on the head.
anyway, you know how we do the shell.
Yes, there
No,
you
what are you
go.
talking about?
What shell?
Well, let's do that when we give each other gifts.
All right.
That's one way that we could change
All right.
Christmas.
I'm always down to tell people
I like
how
that
I love
instead
them.
of like everybody ripping into stuff
Yeah.
and it just gets thrown aside and
no,
you
you
miss
hand
what
it to
people
you
are
hand it to them and you say,
Yeah,
I
you
got you this
deliver-
because
you deliver the gift.
of X, Y, and Z, and I love you and I appreciate you and I wanted you to have this. So here you go, open it. It's a truck.
You know what? Maybe we're behind on the times, and some of you guys out there are already doing this. Kudos, we're catching up, and we're doing our, you know, we're making it our own right now.
Well, I've always liked the people that because there are a lot of people out there that do the like no Christmas thing and they go to like the Bahamas or Hawaii
Yes.
for a week or two.
Or
they just bone out. They're like, you know
Yes,
what? I'm
Apple.
going somewhere tropical and warm and I'm going to celebrate this way by taking it easy for a week or two.
That's rad.
And then come
Apple.
back, it's over, and you're like, "Psh,
Me and Simon
I'm glad
tried
the
that
holiday
hardcore last year. Hardcore, we
Malasada
tried
Christmas.
it, and we got shot down from every direction. So
That's-
maybe
that's
Simon, it's
really
just me
not
and you,
true.
baby. Yeah,
That's not true.
it is. You're like,
but like this
I
whole
don't wanna go there. Sydney was
conversation,
like, I don't wanna.
we already do certain things, and so do a lot of you out there and everything. But this is like you're hearing us work this
We're just
out
talking.
as it's
Yeah,
coming
we're
up.
wa-
But it
exactly.
plants seeds and it makes
Yeah.
it, and then it all starts to come
Oh, yeah.
together. I love when we do that. We all get out there like, the fuck are you talking about? And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, and then we'll do this.
50
and we
minutes have
won't
gone
do
by
this.
and nobody knew what
And
to
you
say
know-
50 minutes ago, by the way, everybody. I'm just pointing that out. Okay. So I guess the moral to the story is as we go through life, there's a lot of things we do just by rote because we do them. And
well,
it's
that's a habit.
yeah, and it's good to stop and take stock every once in a while and ask yourself, you know, why the fuck am I even doing this? Do I want to be doing it? And if the answer is no, having the courage to say no. And if you do want to do it, understanding why you want to continue. And that's called sovereignty. Simply put, right? Like that.
It's, you know, taking control over your life instead of just doing mindless habits. And I'm not picking on cigarettes, but like think about cigarettes or any kind of habit that's daily, whatever it is. A lot of times you're not necessarily thinking, I am putting this into my mouth and I'm smoking. It's, you know, and I'm just picking on cigarettes because that's the first thing I thought of. But like anything that's a habit that you just continually do, you're not questioning it. That's why it's a habit. You can drive sometimes without even thinking.
Dude,
because
I've driven
yeah.
somewhere and not remembered the last 10 minutes
so
of driving.
I think what you're talking about is consciousness and mindfulness, and that's what needs to come back into Christmas and December.
And hey,
and,
if it's
and holiday season.
if it's the resurrection of Jesus, more power to you, man. I it's just not the road I go down. That it's all good. Like I'm no shade. And if it's 8 magical nights of oil in the temple, dope. I'm down. And if it's the return of the sun in the spring. Cool. I'm in. Like,
We've been needing a revamp, and I'm glad you brought it. Like, us personally, not you guys out there that are listening, but like,
hey man,
we've needed it.
yeah.
We've needed a revamp for a long time, and I'm glad that you're bringing it up. I'm glad we talked about it last week, and we do upgrading, especially we don't have any small children in the house. Like, it just seems bizarre to continue the way that we have always done it.
Yeah, I think it's changed since we moved to Oregon quite a bit.
It's not the same as when the kids were little, but you guys now have like the time.
We have a grandson.
I was
now,
going to
man.
say the timing of like
he can get whatever he needs.
Jasper is just now at the age where he's going to remember and celebrate. Like, he's 5 and Simon just moved out a year ago. So like the timing
couldn't be more
of you guys
perfect.
having a grandson, and then he's going to be here, pretty damn close to Christmas.
Well, this is one of the reasons, and I know I've gotten shot down every single time, but I've been wanting a fake Christmas tree for pretty much our entire marriage. And you've always, no. My mom gets fake trees. You hated the white tree. I always wanted I didn't know it was a Hanukkah bush when I first met you. I just was like, loved white trees because I thought it looked cool. And then even moving up here, I wanted a freaking fake tree. I'm like, why are we going to continue to spend $80 to over $100 on a freaking tree when we have pine trees? I'm staring at them right now as we're talking.
We are not spending anything like that on trees.
But hear me out. I've always gotten shot down when I wanted to make this change for why spend that on, why cut down a tree and then throw it away? And then it would sit like that. I think that was what turned it for me. The Christmas tree thing was what really solidified the disdain for how we do things during Christmas. Since we moved here in Vegas, it was different because we don't have pine trees in Vegas. It's a whole different feel. Like you don't, you're bringing Christmas in when you do that. Christmas is here in Portland. We are in Christmas. So we don't need that. Like, what's the point of it? Why do that?
I would agree with that. The first 2 years here were the most exciting Christmases since I was a kid.
Aww.
Because, and I remember you guys even saying it too, because in Vegas, you didn't really hardly anybody had vaulted ceilings. And so when we moved here, it was like, we're getting a 13 fucking foot tree. We got that huge tree, and that was awesome for like the first 2 years.
Well, yeah, because we had Sydney was here, Simon was here.
Everybody
it felt
was here,
very family.
and it was fun to celebrate in the new house and stuff. But now it kind of is like that. But what I was going to address too, because I know Aaron kind of feels the same way, and this goes back to my grandma and grandpa used to argue about that. Was always a thing. My grandma she was tidy. Her thing was tidy and neat and everything. She wanted a fake tree. My grandpa couldn't stand that. He wanted the smell of the pine. But like you said, it makes more sense in Vegas. You bring that in, you bring that pine smell. You didn't have a pine smell in Las Vegas.
No,
up here, you step outside and it's everywhere around us. But like in Vegas, the real tree is one of the most special things to me of Christmas.
Same.
The smell of it and everything.
Oh, I know. I know how you guys feel about it because we've had this discussion off air.
Feeling the real tree, and I've always just kind of thought like fake trees were tackier, kind of in a way.
In a way,
but I mean,
sure.
they can be
I will
they can
admit
be beautiful, and there's ones now that
Aaron's
you hardly
mom has
tell.
my mom's got a dope.
She's got a few of them because she puts multiple trees in her house. It's amazing. What your mom does is
she turns her house into like
amazing.
And they're Jewish, which is even
But
weirder.
she does both, which is so amazing. Like she caters to the entire Jewish holiday and to the entire Christmas spirit. She does it, and
that's what was always fun at your house. Your mom and the food.
I got to say something about my mom. I talked to my mom the other day, and my mom like sent me a while back a video of her in a dance competition doing ballroom salsa dancing, and she's like fucking getting down ballroom salsa dancing. And I was like, yeah, Mom, my mom's birthday is December 31st. And I was like, Mom, your birthday's coming. And I was like, you're going to be like, what, 72? And she goes, Aaron, I'm going to be 78. And I was like, holy shit. I had no idea. I thought that she was almost 10 years younger than that. From the videos and talking to it, you know how like when somebody gets older, their voice changes.
Mm-hmm.
She sounds like she's 30.
Your mom's an enigma.
She's such a. I was like,
looks
well,
good. She smells good. She is youthful. She looks youthful. She can keep up with. I wouldn't say keep up. Like she runs the roost.
Yeah.
She have people keep up to her.
I was like, Mom, thank you for the genes.
Oh yeah.
She was like, yeah, the guys get their health genes from their mom, so you're all set.
There's just like your mom, she's responsible for so many children and has been her entire life that I feel like this conversation has not like that. Your mom's doing what she needs to be doing.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean? Like
she hooks the house
yeah,
up.
there's some people that they are Christmas spirit. You know what I mean? That this is, but like, I'm not that. I have Christmas spirit, but I am not Christmas spirit.
There's
you know what I
nothing
mean?
like when it's wintertime and it gets dark early in the first place, right? So it's, up here in the Pacific Northwest by 4:30, 5 o'clock, the sun's almost down.
By 5 for sure.
Yeah. And like when the lights are off in the house and the Christmas tree is lit.
Oh yeah.
That feeling, that's why I don't want a fake tree in the house. It's not
fake tree,
it is not.
And we have a fireplace.
The same
and
thing. It's just not the same. And
there's even something about the mess to it too, and everything. Of like, it is a to do when we bring the tree home and bring it in and have to clean up.
I love
it, and I do too.
That's just something I've always.
But I'm down.
With. Yeah,
I'll tell you what I am down to do. Give it meaning. And a reason.
Well, that's why I bought myself that tree the flounce
bush?
tree. That's why I did that. I was like, that was my attempt to like start breaking away and kind of doing a thing. Like we all hung up ornaments that had to do with what we wanted to accomplish that year.
Yeah, what we were
and that was
manifesting.
amazing because that was bringing meaning. That was thoughtful. That and that was for everybody. Anybody who came to the house, you could put something on the tree and like it was interactive and fun. And I like to have fun. I like to involve people. That's rad. So that's exciting to me. Doing something like that.
So maybe this year we don't get a Christmas tree. We get a flounce tree. And we decorate the flounce tree. Only.
Only?
I mean, you can put Christmas ornaments on the flounce tree.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, I do know that.
Yeah,
we could
it'd
switch
basically
it up.
be a Christmas tree, but a flounce tree.
Well, I'm not going to
instead.
we'll discuss this after our show.
Well, Jasper's going to be here. We're getting a tree.
Yes, you've already discussed this.
That
plan.
already
Yeah,
happened.
You're going to pick one
We're
out.
going to get one at the the farm. Wow. See? Who knew?
It's a whole.
It's like an hour just flies by when you're discussing the holidays. Everybody,
I got to say one last thing about the holidays because living with Ryder Holiday.
oh wow, yeah,
Which is his last
most people
name.
don't
but
realize
people
that.
don't. The Ryder Holiday. He
makes
has
it
a
fun.
lot of Christmas.
Yes, he
spirit.
does. He absolutely does.
Every year, he just came home today with like rugs and cookie jar
Table
and
runners.
tablecloths and all kinds of things, and is so excited
What
about it.
29-year-old comes
When
with a table
somebody's
runner?
into it like that, like Ryder's enthusiasm is infectious to me.
me too.
Absolutely.
It's not like somebody like I coming home with like, don't look, I got all these bags of gifts. I'm gonna go hide them from everybody. It's like, I got this because I love this time of year, and this is for the house. This is for all of us.
Yes.
That kind of enthusiasm is fucking dope.
Yes, it is. And
he
you're
got
right.
a dope cookie jar too.
Right, like Ryder's always the one that's like, I'll help you pull out the boxes. I'll help you decorate.
I'll help you put up the lights.
He's a freaking sweetheart, and he has and he's been around, growing up too. One of the kids. You know what I mean? Like he's been one of the kids for since Sydney was
He's a
3 years
grown-ass
old.
man now, though.
Well, he's definitely grown, but he has
still
that.
brings the spirit.
Yeah, he brings
always
that
brought the
childish
spirit to
Christmas
all the
spirit, and I
things.
love that about. You're right. Thanks for mentioning that. Apple, 'cause you're right.
I remember all the things at your guys' house. Like we were all having fun and celebrating, but then when Ryder would show up, especially with your kids, it was on.
That's true.
It was like it reminds me of like that meme of the Jewish girl slamming her cake down, like that.
Oh, yeah.
That level of excitement when he would show up, all the other kids would be like nothing else mattered. All of us would get pushed out of the way and be like, Ryder's here!
Jump on him and slam.
Yeah, fighting and wrestling and having fun and love you, Ryder.
I love to celebrate, so I just want to make this clear. I don't want to not celebrate. I just want to change our celebration and give it more meaning and not make it so much about what was gotten or what wasn't gotten, but what was actually like shared.
Yeah. Different intention and everything behind it, but all I know is I better get that damn Louis Vuitton bag.
That's
I
right.
already got it for you.
That's right.
Mel, I better get those
Shoot.
Ugg boots.
You got them, baby. I maxed out our credit cards
Fuck
for it.
yeah. Speaking of maxing out the credit card.
How about that sphere?
Oh,
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What's happening?
so I heard.
A spear?
Yeah, you know, like a pickle.
Yeah.
They got
Oh,
those
a pickle
spheres.
Spheres. Oh my god! I heard. Have you heard of this? They're up and coming. I've seen them on Instagram a little bit. They're called Fish. Have you heard of them?
Mm-mm.
I've heard of a school of fish.
No, with a PH, dude. You haven't seen them on Instagram?
Oh, like fat, like
yeah,
pH
but
fat.
Fish. So they're going to be playing at the Sphere in Vegas, and people are making a really big deal out of it. I don't get it.
Did they do like fish? Like, oop,
You better
oop,
stop.
Dad'em, why don't you?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
They swam and they swam right over the dam. Like that.
Well,
just like that.
That band, I believe it was like our anniversary. They like announced this big thing
The day before. No, Mel and I are going to the Sphere. We're going, and Apple's
doing it.
coming on Sunday.
Yeah,
It's happening.
I was gonna say, dang it, Trey and the boys. They announce it on 4/20 weekend, which is a dope time to celebrate. But that is the busiest day of the year in the cannabis industry, and I gotta work, but
I
never
got
miss a
work
Sunday
to
show.
do.
Nope, Apple will be there, and Mel and I bought each other a really expensive anniversary present
Yeah. / Christmas gift.
/
present.
really big Christmas gift / New Year's present
Yeah.
/ flounce.
It's the gift that keeps giving.
And yeah, so
Well,
we'll see all y'all
You know,
there.
I'm going to be honest. Say if like the Sphere was in like Idaho, I wouldn't allow that. I would be like, Aaron, we're not doing that, and Mexico and this fish festival. Sorry, you're going to have to pick one, or you're going by yourself, or we're fighting. There's going to like, I wouldn't have let that, but we're going home and we get to like be like two with one stone. We get to see our family and
also
like,
it's also like it's not like they're playing Red Rocks or somewhere they've played so many times they're going to play again. It's like this is a first.
My favorite
Yes.
part.
in
Yes.
the most technologically advanced freaking theater in the world.
So,
like
this
It's a
is
thing.
special.
It's a
Yeah, it's
thing.
special.
My
for sure.
favorite part of this entire, pretty much my favorite part of this whole Sphere experience so far, with the
we haven't even done
with the
anything yet.
madness on
Yeah.
Instagram and everybody's comments and the YouTube fan and fish fan beef going on Facebook and all that stuff. My favorite part is there is no jaded fish vet that can say, I was at the Sphere the first time they played and it was fucking lame. So
But you'll have like the
that'll come after.
Yeah,
that'll,
exactly.
that'll be after Thursday's show.
yeah.
But at this point, it's virgin,
Mhm.
untouched territory.
That is cool to see a
Mhm.
40-year-old band in a completely brand new way. That's something special, actually.
I
One
am
with all the
stoked.
boys in that band, they're geeking out on this. Whatever they present is gonna be mind blowing, and I think open them up. I mean, if you could open yourself up more and solidify the band more, something like this.
And they announced
gonna do
the Sphere run the week of their anniversary, their 40th anniversary too.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I know that Trey, Mike, page and Fishman all listen to No Simple Road religiously.
Oh, yeah,
weekly.
Yeah,
So I
yes.
just want
They
to
write
say
in all the time. We just don't
yeah, we
read
just
them
don't-
on air.
Yeah, that'd be
It's
too
kind
much.
of private.
But I want to say congratulations, Fish, on 40 years of incredible music and keeping your shit together and making a community that has embraced us and that we've embraced and has given so much to us and our family in by way of experience. And just thank you guys for what you do. Seeing the picture of your first gig in the basement at college with just you guys in there, like 2 other people, and then next to you at like, I don't know where it was, Big Cypress or somewhere, with just thousands and thousands and thousands of people in the audience. It's pretty mind-blowing to think that that's a thing that happened to you. And we're proud to be part of the Fish family.
See, that would be perfect for Friendship Day. What you just did.
Why? But with a PH, Friendship Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a hell of a time of the year. It's freaking exciting. Jasper's coming. The holidays are coming. We got New Year's coming. We have the No Simple Road holiday get down next week. We're
December 7th at the Get Down.
Yeah,
No Simple
Thursday
Road
night.
holiday Get Down. Come check it out.
Mel's leaving for the airport in
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah, we gotta get it together.
It's a lot happening, man. So, anybody
There's a
have
lot
any
going down.
famous last words before we sign off for today?
I would just my famous last word for today would be: don't forget to go buy those tickets early to the holiday get down at the Get Down.
Heck
Simple
yeah,
Road.
Apple.
You don't want to miss this. We don't want you to miss this. We want everybody to be there. So, yeah, love yourself, love one another, be at the holiday get down.
Mel?
Get your tickets now.
Well, I just want to say thank you to everybody for listening. This is the 12th month of 2023, and some people are still listening. And I just want to say thank you for that, because everybody these days has a podcast. Everyone's got an album. Everyone's got a TV show or something that you could be using your time other than listening to us. And I just want to say I acknowledge that and I appreciate that. And thank you so much for being a part of the community in Portland or the greater community in the airwaves. And I hope that this year that you find more and more meaning out of your holiday this year. And thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
Wow. That was good. That was really good. I don't even know if I can.
You can always
follow
say
that
something.
up.
You can always say something.
So that's it. Aaron has nothing to say
yeah.
for once.
Woo!
Yeah, we're going to wrap it
Well,
up.
you know, it's true. I do think about people like today. You didn't hear the story because you were somewhere else, but I was at work and I walked in after, doing something outside and turned around and this guy was like looking at me. And so I was like, hey, do you need help with finding anything? And he kind of looked at me and was like, no, I don't. Thank you so much. So I walk off and then I get on the register. And then a few minutes later, the same person comes to my line and he's starting to put his stuff on the register. And he was like, No Simple Road.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah. And I was like, yes. Hey. So we had this like really cool interaction, I'll tell you off air, but it was just really cool the family is out there in PDX and we don't know them all. And what a cool opportunity for everybody who listens to the show or has listened to the show or has a favorite member of the bands that are going to be there to come out and celebrate and just kind of make yourself known. It's like say hi and
Meet your family.
exchange an eye hug or something.
Yeah.
Wow. Once again, well done.
Thanks.
I'm going to close today with this. You know what? Whatever things mean for you, make sure that you put the meaning in there for yourself. Don't just take somebody else's leftovers of meaning and pretend like they're yours. Well, thank you. And don't do it. Things will be way more fun and way cooler if you take the meaning back for yourself and start doing things from your heart. And so until then, we're leaving. We'll be back next week.
I'm leaving on a jet plane.
Mel's leaving, and we'll be back on Monday though with more stuff.
We'll also
and
be
things.
back on Friday with a really cool episode.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Thanks, Apple. Jesus Christ.
Well, yours was true also.
Oh,
but
you
there's
know
a
what?
thing before that.
This Friday's episode is Cam.
Yes, it is.
Cam.
Cam happens to be having an event the same day as us in Vermont, right?
Mm-mm.
Connecticut?
Virginia?
No.
Yeah.
Is it Virginia?
Yeah, it's before Goosemas.
Oh, okay, before Goosemas. Well, I was trying to shout him out, but I don't have all the information. I just remembered it right now.
Keep talking.
I'm pulling it up
Uh-huh.
so
Cam,
that
the man.
Cam. We like Cam.
We love
yes,
Cam.
we do. We love
Cam
Cam.
Cam makes me smile
okay, so
every day.
pre-Goosemas charity event Thursday, December 7th in Hampton, Virginia. All the proceeds of the event goes to Conscious Alliance, and they already have made 60% of what they their goal. So right on, guys. So if you find yourself in the Hamptons in Virginia,
No, not in the Hamptons.
well, in Hampton, in Hampton, Virginia, on the 7th, go hit it up.
All right.
Here's Hampton.
I don't know if you guys can hear that out there, but like every once in a while, Siri just pops in our headphones talking shit. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see you Friday with Cam. And until then, take care of each other. Smile at a stranger. Safety third. Hydrate. And meaning is your own meaning. Don't let other people's meaning be your meaning, or you be meaning to be mean.
Yeah, don't do that.
Mean. We love you.
Be kind.
Peace.
Wish there weren't as many problems, but it's occurring. Family needs has been deferred, and hella means been the earth, and alchemy can bring the birth, the melody of a new born. So persistent, so resistant, so insistent, so commitment, so resilient, or haven't you learned it? One simple road. Shield is shattered as I focus through the spot in the corner that is still intact. The react is both a defense mechanism as well as a fear. We've traveled this road before, so we may think, but it's a tad bit of strange similarity that feed an A = A complex. The fears of your past do not equal the perplexities of the current road.
This is the story of Whitney Houston,
This is the story of Kurt Cobain.
of George Michael, of Otis Redding, of Amy Winehouse, of Michael Hutchence, Bob Marley. This is the story of Prince,
It's a new podcast series.
about how they died, why they died, and why we're still talking about them so long after.
It's like nothing you've ever heard before.
It's storytelling.
But it's more than that, because rock stars,
They tell us how we feel. They change our mood,
they change the clothes we wear, the people we hang out with.
the way we remember things.
It's them who give us those ludicrous moments, the ones where you...
Jumping around, singing your heart out, feeling understood.
And it's those moments we'll help you remember, the ones you're thinking about right now.
That feeling
That feeling.
is coming soon from Crowd Network.
Just search for Death of a Rock Star on your podcast app.
And subscribe now.